Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Thursday. It is Friday Eve. So how are you all today? Just want to thank each and every one of my Evidential Medium class members for another beautiful evening. For those that you couldn't be there, I actually just sent the email for you. Everyone's getting the email, but for those that couldn't, you are getting the recording. So I woke up to that, all worked out very well. There's always that fear that, something won't work out and the recording wouldn't happen. And I was like, but it was there. So we're good. We're good to go. So I'm so excited. Our last class is next week, and then I start the intuitive guidance course. So guys, these months are just flying by and such good work is going on. So if you're really ready to step into your connection to spirit, however that looks for you, the intuitive guidance course gives you the foundation, especially if you're someone that is just kind of getting your feet wet. You've been in communication with spirit, you've always felt spirit, and now you really want to build that relationship with them to be able to use that in your life so that you can trust and act on the guidance that you're receiving. So that is there. Wow, I look tired. Sorry, guys. I look tired. Sorry. But I wanted to jump on early today because I have an amazing appointment in just a few minutes that I'm looking forward to. And I really wasn't sure where my energy was going to be after that. So I wanted to come on and get in our daily guidance together so that you would have this as you moved through your day. And don't forget that in the YouTube channel is the April monthly for those of you. Thank you. For those of you who've reached out to me. Somehow I had forgotten to plug in the timestamp for Capricorn, so that's there. And I had forgotten to plug in the timestamp for Gemini, so that is there. So if you're a Gemini or a Capricorn and thought I'd forgotten you, not a chance. All the readings are on the recording, but now all the timestamps match up so that everything works beautifully. So thank you for those of you that reached out and helped me edit that. So I appreciate it. I really do. All right. So the first two cards have flipped out. So let's get the rest of these cards. So what else? Oh, blog yesterday. Thank you for those that have given me beautiful feedback on that. So if you've not looked at the new latest blog or any of my blogs, please check them out. Guidance311.com. Just hit the blog tab at the bottom of the top of the screen. Top of the screen. All right. So good morning, everyone. Thank you. If you're watching on replay, welcome. All right, so just jumping into this morning because I do have a very exciting appointment for myself, doing something for myself. I hope you do stuff for yourself, guys. I hope you're not just always giving and being and doing for others, that you're also taking a minute to fill up your own cup. Very, very important. And, we give so much, especially us empaths, us light workers, us spiritual beings that are having a human experience. We give a lot. We do. Sometimes we don't even recognize how much we give because people are just drawing our energy to help them in their own experience. And so I would say, if you're finding you're overwhelmed, if you're finding you're out of sorts, if you're finding you're really tired, it's time to step back. It's time to get a little selfish and take care of yourself. That selfishness actually brings you back to whatever the situation is, whatever the connection is, in a better way. So sometimes the best thing you can do in any situation that doesn't feel like it's moving forward is step back. Just take yourself out of it for a minute, whether it's taking a nap or in some cases it's weeks or months where you just need to be quiet and do your own thing and let them kind of evolve and miss you a little bit. Sometimes we're just so like our anxiety or fear is such that if I'm not right there, they'll forget me. But if someone truly loves you and you're important to them, there's no forgetting you. And sometimes people need to appreciate you and respect you. And the only way they're going to be able to do that is when they feel how much you mean to them because you're not there. So don't ever be afraid of pulling back and taking the time you need for yourself, because the people that truly love you and value you, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. So yes, so the 10 of air is coming in saying that we are coming through some endings, recovery, and freedom. And maybe that's where that message came from. It began our daily guidance, because I feel like this card just validates everything I just said, that sometimes if there's an ending that needs to happen, it's because that person doesn't value you. That person isn't being grateful that you're in their life. They're just taking from you all the time. And that is creating this unbalance in the relationship. And so it's time to set yourself free from people who are drawing on you and weighing you down and putting you in a negative deficit and keeping you kind of to themselves, where you're not able to expand, you're not able to move forward, you're not able to do the things that you want to do, because your energy is so being taken by someone else or some situation that's just drawing on you and pulling on you and not giving back to you. So I would say wherever you're feeling like you're just not free to do and be who you want to be, if you need to move away from that situation, then do that. And if they value you, if they love you, if they respect you, they're not going anywhere. If they go somewhere, then that needed to end. That is your validation and confirmation that it was time. Yeah, because you have the free will to go and be what you want, who you are. And if you're having self-doubt or confusion because you're not being able to get clear, because you're being weighed down and pulled on so much, that again is an energy stealer, an energy vampire. And that's not a beneficial, balanced relationship. That situation or person isn't loving you, they're using you. So you do have free will to make the choices and decisions that you need to make for yourself. And, this can be sad. It can be heartbreaking. It can be revelatory. I think a lot of revelations about someone's character that may be coming through that doesn't feel so good, because you didn't really see that coming. For some of you, there are people in your life that come across very charming, very wanting you, very pulling on your energy, very giving. They say all the right things. They make you feel all the right ways. And then, you get into the situation and it's not what you thought it was going to be. It's not what they presented. And at some point, their true colors will come out. I call it the mask falling away. So for some of you, it is about really getting very clear about who they are presenting you now, because who they were, that was the mask. That was the deception. They could see the benefit of you and they wanted that. So they said all the right things and did all the right things, but it wasn't who they truly were. They don't have the integrity. They don't have the emotional fortitude to be emotionally vulnerable, to connect with you in the way that you felt that they were going to, because of all of the things that they said. So be very careful. If someone's showing you their true colors, believe them. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Jessica. Yeah, and just know that as you move forward, you are protected. Just know that when you start making the choices and decisions that are right for you, and you go in your own way, you go in your new direction, you go where you need to go for you, you are protected. And you do have the resilience. You do have everything you need within you to go in your new direction, to stand on your own 2 feet, to be safe and stable in whatever the new situation is. And for some of you, it may not feel safe and stable. It might be living on somebody's couch. It might be, I hate to say it, but it might be going to a shelter, especially if you're in an abusive situation, and the only way to get out of it is to go to a shelter. I'm seeing that Netflix series Made, where she ended up in the shelter twice before she could stand on her own 2 feet. And I feel like for some of you, I hate to say it, but this is kind of maybe what you're going through, or maybe what you have been through. And you need to know that you're powerful and you're protected and you're going to go in the right way. Good morning, Kathy. That, whoever has duped you, whoever is abusing you physically, emotionally, mentally, that is them. That is their stuff. That is not on you. That you are protected and you do have free will to move in the direction that you need to for you. And, and you have the freedom. to end whatever needs to be ended. Because you are coming into a time of celebration and community. And it's the only way to get into this community, and the only way to get into a better situation is to take yourself out of the old one. And for some of you, it's going to feel very uncomfortable because they said all the right things. They made you feel all the right ways. You really thought this was your person, your knight in shining armor. You really felt like this situation was going to be the job that went to the nth degree. It was going to be your retirement. It was going to be your whatever. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Missy. Rebecca, get a hold of me later. I've been trying to get a hold of you, ma'am. So yeah, know that you're coming into a time of celebration. You're coming into a time of what is for you. But you've got to walk away from the conflicts. You've got to walk away from the competition, the duping, the deception, the mask that came off. And you need to believe that the person they are now is who they are. The person they were to draw you in, that was the mask. Yeah, it so is, honey. And so is a learning experience. But I just want you to know that you're safe to move and make the decisions that you need to make for yourself, and shore up your power. And, the Three of Cups, the celebration card, that's also about community. That's also about putting your tribe around you so that you have a support system. And for some of you, it might be one person. For some of you, it might be, that shelter or that church or that group. For some of you, I'm seeing AA. So for some of you, these are big changes that you're going through, that you're making. And it's good. It's good. So wherever you need to find your support in a positive direction, that's where you need to be putting your time and attention. And anybody who's lied to you or abused you or deceived you, that's who they truly are, unfortunately. And they're not in touch with their emotional body. They're not in touch with remorse. They're not in touch with feeling bad about what they've done or said to you, because they have been operating out of their ego. And their ego said, I've got to stay safe no matter what. I've got to stay safe no matter how that looks or what I have to do to get there. And so it's a very painful situation for you to know that what they've put you through, they don't feel bad about it. And that can be the hardest part. Yeah. So keep going. Do the work. Do the work. Don't give up. Love yourself enough to get into connection with people that can help you and with your spirit team that is there having your back. So you've got what you need inside, and you are going to manifest what you need outside. So I want you to reach out where you need to reach out. Love yourself enough to have your free will and move in the direction that is right for you. Yeah, because you're protected. You're protected. Earth and ground, get into connection. Yeah, because you are growing. You are growing. Sometimes when we go through these really, really devastating situations, and I know they're devastating. What it does is it does break you open. And I feel like for some of you, you are being broken open. You're being broken open into who you truly are. You're being broken open and revealed who you truly are, what your strength is, what your purpose is, and that you are not alone. And the spiritual growth and the getting into connection with the earth and Mother Gaia, getting into connection with your spirit guides and your spirit teams are a layer of support that is going to help you to know that you're going in the right direction, that you made the right move, that moving away from this situation is what you needed to do for yourself, for your sanity, for your safety. So however it looks for you, whatever you need to do for you, they are definitely with you, guiding you, giving you the signs, helping you to be shown the way. So when you're feeling despair, when you're feeling like you're isolated, you're not. Your spirit team is right there, guiding you, giving you signs. And sometimes when you're in a very low place, it's hard to take that step, to ask for that help, to make that phone call. Do it. Do it. Yeah, release the fear. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. And sometimes all you can do is walk through it. Take that deep breath and walk through it. So what I'm going to say, guys, is when you're on this journey of getting in connection with your spirit team, so you know you're not isolated, you're not alone, and you can get pointed in the direction you really are needing, do the breath work. Get into connection with your breath, because that activates your sympathetic nervous system. That's going to allow you to be that antenna and receive those signs and symbols, those feelings, those knowingnesses. So for those of you who are really feeling the fear, really feeling the terror, and not knowing what to do or how to get out of this, and don't worry about how you got into it. You really don't worry about that. Do not be angry with yourself for believing them, because you were trusting them through your authentic love, through who you are. And they preyed on you because they could feel how open and wonderful and loving and giving you were. And they needed that because they didn't have that connection to themselves. So now it's about really seeing that you can move out of this and not, do not be angry with yourself. Do not, hold on to any self-loathing, self-doubt, self-fear, self-recrimination. Let that go. Oh, Anna Chris, I'm so sorry. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Lisa. So this is pretty big message today. So if you're going through it, just know that you're not alone. Get out on the earth, ground, do a little meditating, feel connected. But if you're really needing to reach out and find that support, please, please, please do that. Please, please do that. And you can always ask for support and guidance 311 the group. Because I know that many of us have had similar situations. Many of us have been through it in whatever way that was right for us. Because as a light worker, we had come here to really transform, go through a transformative process, go through that chrysalis to come out the butterfly. And it is hard, and it is scary, and it is lonely. And I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to feel like you're the only one that's ever been through it. You are so not. So, guys, I've got to leave it right there. I've got to go to my appointment. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings, and have a beautiful rest of your day. And I'll talk to you soon. Good morning, darling. Sending you so much love, guys. You're not alone.